In the previous step, you'll remember we got our seeds in. We did that with the aid of builder's line, which we used to keep our rows parallel and nice and straight. Now obviously I've removed the line now, but a good tip is to keep the screws. That's going to show you the start and finish point of each line. When the weeds start to develop and get a foothold in your plot, you may need to re-establish that line just to show you exactly where your seedlings are, and you can do that with a piece of string once you have the screws still in position. New seedlings are obviously delicate. You can't disrupt them. They need to be watered carefully. The technique you choose is important. So with an attachment like this, you want to be going for your mist setting. So the mist setting is a very gentle, delicate way of delivering that water. You're going to deliver it onto the surface of the compost. It has a wetting agent. It has a water retaining material such as peat, or it could be core or similar compost. It's going to retain the moisture on the surface and nourish those developing seedlings. But you don't want anything too disruptive, like any of those settings there, apart from that one, are going to disrupt your seeds. The like of that now would destroy your seeds. So the mist setting you're looking for, nice gentle delivery of water, not going to disrupt anything. Pest control with new seeds is obviously a big issue. So number one is slugs. Now the fact that I've used a raised planter is going to help with deterring slugs. But if you don't have a raised planter, some sand, some plastering sand mixed with gritty material, some chips, some stony material, that's going to be an irritant to slugs trying to cross that. They won't do it. So that will be, that type of material surrounding your bed is going to help you with slug control. Rabbits are a big issue in this area. The reason I've built this frame, again, now the frame is fairly basic, so just use whatever scrap you have lying around. In this case I've used 2x1. It doesn't have to be 2 plumber level, it doesn't have to be a work of art, it just needs to be functional. What this frame is going to allow me to do is to fix a protective material. Obviously I'm going to use chicken wire, mesh wire, or something like that. In this case I'm just going to demonstrate with this fabric. So fix at one end, roll it out nice and tight. That's going to protect your planter. Pull it on. You could attach a very simple hook device here to allow you then to withdraw that material and unroll it when you need to get into weed. I've put a top rail on this frame to allow me to do the exact same across the top to deter birds, because once the vegetation in the planter starts to emerge, birds are obviously going to swoop in there and try and get what they can. So mesh wire across the top is another good idea. Carrot root fly can be a problem. I have carrots, root fly is a problem, but root fly won't fly above 600 millimeters. So again, this frame is going to allow you to put in a solid barrier there to deter carrot root fly. Marigold is a companion plant, a great companion plant for a lot of vegetables. Would be a good idea to put in a line of it where you can. That's going to be a decoy or a deterrent to a lot of bugs that are going to attack your vegetables. So there's just some basic tips about how to deter fairly common pests and how to water properly. So from here on in, get your protection in, keep an eye on your crop, weed as necessary, make sure the top is wet regularly, make sure that doesn't dry out, keep an eye, do your weeding, stay on top of it, maintain control and enjoy.